Welcome. Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. And such a wonderful afternoon it is. Or is it? So, what have we in store this afternoon? We are going to do some sanctification. And hopefully, one of these is going to hit a grandfather. Harlequins or Starless Sky. They would be good. So I've got these all the way that I need to be. So they've got everything attached to where it should be. So all we need to do now is to sanctify. So here we are, once again, ready to sanctify, in no particular order. New legendary power, casting an ultimate. You know, this is about the third or the fourth time I've had this casting an ultimate. Air of Perdition, new affix, strength, Air of Perdition, new affix, all stats, Ring of Starless, upgraded to a GA, so that's attack speed and crit, which is not bad. So no, sorry, it's the GAs went on to crit and core. Okay, so here we go on the rest of them. Sundered Knight, upgraded to a GA, a new legendary power, skills deal 44 depending on your primary resource when cast, Edgemaster. Okay, that would probably work well with something like the Metley's Heart of Selig. Right, so next one. New legendary power. Crowd control. You have 20% increased crowd control duration while enemies are unstoppable. You deal so much damage to them. Don't think I need that one. New legendary power added. Primary resource, Edgemaster again. Dawnfire. New affix, all stats. Tybalt's. New legendary power. Gain 20 armor and 2 to all resist. Seal of the Second Trumpet, new affix, holy damage. Some boots. New legendary power added. While unstoppable in 4 seconds. Good. A ring. New affix. Lucky hit. No, 1 to Valor skills. Wunderbar. Now this is a sort of non-GA, but you know, if it gets sanctified with the grandfather, new legendary power. When your core skills overpower. Yeah, okay. Seal of the Second Trumpet. Item quality. That's a fairly big jump. 23 item quality. And the last but not least, new legendary power. Skills deal 20% increased damage based on your primary resource. How many of these have I had on this little... So that's the sanctification done. Ultimate. GA. Stats. GA. GA. So we... Okay, so let's go through these. Casting an ultimate, I don't think I need that. This Air of Perdition is no better than the one I'm wearing right now, so no need. This Air of Perdition is no better than I have. No need. Starless. So this is a double GA, attack speed and crit. No, it's not a double GA, it's actually just... This has got a better crit strike chance than the one I've done, but the one I've got is crit strike with core skills increases attack speed as well. So I don't think I need this one, but I'll check. Cinder Knight, no need. So this is primary resource. Crowd control, no need for this one. Primary, so that's two of them on primary resource. 44%, 48%. So that's a 48% primary resource. And that's a 44% primary resource. But no need for this one. This is no better than I have already. It's got, because the Holy Light passive is less by a long way. No need. Tybalt's. No. Holy damage. Okay. This is a 250, that's a 230. That's a 250. So these are the three. 78, 55, 80. So I think this one, get rid of that one. This has got extra holy damage. Take this one away. Griswold's. No. The Valor skills, no. Okay, is that any better than I've got? This is Condemn. I'll have a look at the Condemn that I've got in my... Let's have a look at... first of all junk. Bye-bye. Right, so I've got a few Starless Skies. So this is... I got more... So this is a double GA, attack speed crit. Yeah, so I don't think I need this one. because this one's better. And this one's... The reason I'm using this one is because of the core skills increase your attack speed. If I hadn't got it on here, I'd need to put it on something else. So I think that I can safely get rid of that one. So, Seal of the Second Trumpet I have here and here. Increase, this has got an additional. I think I can get rid of that one. And I think I can get rid of that one. Keep that one. Although that's only a 200%. Maybe I'll keep one of these 250s. That's a 230 rather than a 250, but maybe I'll just do that. Sundered Knight. I thought I had a Sundered Knight. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we'll keep that one, I think. Yeah. And excuse me. And the boots. Yeah. Okay, so we've done and done. So there, I've got more than 100 of these. Let's go back to Serigar. No, I need to sell them. And that's sold done. Let's just run this. So this is a treasure breach, but it's in the hand too. Oh, I can see one up yonder. Excuse me. And there they are, there's 2 of them, 3 of them. Right, let's go take a look at what they dropped. And I'm missing something up. Not sure if there's anything up here, but I'm missing something at the sort of top left, top right. Probably note. Yeah, it was note. This branded chest. 2 prisms. And another rune. Okay, cool. There's so many of these tributes to harmonies dropping. I think you say that's like 12 in a space of a couple of meters. A couple of 3 drops. Okay, we'll get this one. Oh, goody, goody, goody. I like that one. Oh, nice. Two-handed axe. Judicator, distilled. No, take the boots, chest armor. No need. Okay, let's go down this way. Like, it's a 2GA, I know, but it's like, do we really need to waste our space? That was the wild bolt. Let's drew that in. See what's up in this little corner. Ah, good. Missed it. 2, 3 of them. Oh, okay, that's one of these that sort of expands on itself. What do you call them? I can't remember. Boots. Distilled fear. Has this been a good run? Shield. Neither iron. Awesome. Just need to make sure that bit down here is done. There's nothing else there. I think that's... Do we want to go and get this piece here? There's probably nothing there. Oh, a bag of oboes. But yeah, there was nothing here. So yeah, that's all done. All we need to do is kill the boss and move on. And he's done just like that. Back to town we go. So this morning, I was on a couple of hours this morning. And only got 1/6. So I do need to focus a little bit more on, excuse me, running bosses. Okay, so life on hit. I will not do any of these. But I will open the bag. Go for the sword. No. Nope. these away. I'm not going to be running these, so I will put them away. I'll keep a treasure breach maybe. I've got a few treasure breaches to run. Let's get some, right, so I am running crit, not advantage, precision. And soothing spices. Oops, not 370 zegs. And Song of the Mountain. And then Ancient Times. There, that's all of them at 41. Right, so I have some boss mats, not too many, but what I am going to do is put these elixirs in here, because there's stuff I don't want to take, but I keep for just in case for later. Well, I've got 100 soothing spices in here. Okay, note to self, don't do any more soothing spices. Right, so we'll take the boss mats just in rotation. So we got Distilled Fear. Oh, bottled boss in 34 minutes. So set our timer. There's the timer. 30 minutes. That should give us enough time to get across there. So we need to go in here. Got a farted, how are you? Feeling a little godlike this morning, are we? Or this afternoon, or this evening, depending on where you are. Right, let's just run around a wee bit till he gets there. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Open the box. Summon and pick up the stuff. Run around a wee bit. Stop getting in the way. Boom, boom. There we go. Open the box. I wish there was a better way in getting XP than running bosses all the time. Running bosses gets a bit boring. But there's no other method that actually gives you the efficiency of running bosses, unfortunately. Ah, Belial must be coming. Corrupted Eye of Belial's. Okay, that means I'm getting some more. Some more Osmodan stuff. town. Now, I do go back to town rather than dumping them all over the place. Because dumping them all over the place, some people find it no problem, but I just find it annoying. So what have we got? Seal of the Seconds, 165, nothing else matters. Open the box. Boom, boom, boom. Open. Summon. Just a little run him over. How many have I got left? 30, 2 more opens. Easy peasy. Summon. I think that should have been the last open. But I'll summon the boss because I'll get the XP before I move on. Yeah. Okay, back to town. Fist of Fate. No. And that was the only 2 GAs amongst them. Okay, so what's the next? Zir. And of course I can never get onto Zir. So I have to run there. Zir's the only one that I can't transport to, or teleport to, or portal to, depending on what you want to talk about. So I have to run there. Which is easy enough. It's just sort of annoying that it's the only one that, for whatever reason, I cannot portal to. I'll gather the herbs. And in we go. To the left. Across. Down. And in. Run away to the boss. Boom, boom, boom. And just take a little time out down here. Make sure my wolves keep summoned. A little bit there, and that's it done. And then back and pick up. A little bit of a wander while he comes up. And through him we go. Just like that. Summon. Back and pick up. But there's no real challenge in this. You know, I did enjoy running the pit last season for XP and previous seasons, because it was there was a little bit of a challenge in getting 90 seconds or below in the highest pit you can possibly run. That was a challenge. This is no challenge. This is easy. To the point it's a little boring. But, okay, that's... I suppose you could say, well, you're getting lots of mats. But true. But there's no challenge in it. Get that corrupted eye of Belial. Okay, I need to go back to town. I'll summon first. I actually did enjoy running the pits to get to 300, because every pit was a little bit different. You didn't always get 90 seconds or below. What have we got here? Is there anything worthwhile keeping? If that's a 400, I'd keep, but nothing else. Okay, down and out. Back to the grind. Pick up these two. Open. Okay, Belial must arrive again. I actually had some Belial dropped a mythic the other day. Anyway, just as I was saying, Belial dropped a mythic the other day, he dropped another one. Chest armor, okay, I can deal with that. Which one is it? Tyrell's Might. Am I really going to change Tyrell's Might for a shroud? Probably not. But would it change it if I had a sanctification on it, something Grandfather or Harley Quinn, Starless Skies? Maybe. Maybe, so I'll sanctify it and see what happens. If it's no good, I'll take it away. Open. Easy. Now my sanctification so far, I've had a mythic sanctification. It was Andariel's Visage. Yeah. Okay, so that's that done. Let's go back to town. What's in here? Right, so is there anything else I want to keep a hold of? No. So I put this in there for later. Right, and the next on the list. Okay, 4 runs only. And I need to make sure I take my medicine to get the bonus XP. And this is my medicine. Now Urivar is by far the best boss, but in fact the best to get XP in the whole game. The XP per hour you can get from this guy is superb, because he goes down pretty easy. But not just that, his respawn rate is quick. There's not a massive death dance. So you see how quick this can be, and you get about just a little under 6 mil per hit. It's done in 20 seconds. Less. Ooh. Well, we know what that is. It's a grandfather. And this will be the last open. Yeah. Now, if you do this, you leave dungeon. Tab, and then you open up reset dungeon, go back in again. This whole little cycle here takes less than a minute, even including running and killing. Summoning. All of this takes less than a minute. And you get the XP. So if you have no mods but want to run Urivar, that's how you do it. Little tip or trick, if you would like. So what did we... Urivar generally... I'm not going to do this. Or shall I? No other GAs. So I've got 2 mythics so far. Right, next on the list. Oops, wrong one. Griggs. See, with Griggs you only get about 3.5 to 4 mil XP, that is. Urivar gives you the same sort of XP as Duriel and Dariel. See, he takes a lot longer to come in. Urivar is much quicker. They go down all the same, mind. 69, okay, so I've got a good number of opens. Oh, Belial must be coming. 2GA axe. Money, money, money. Pick up. My wolves tend to take care of these. I think I need to go back to town. Yes. So after this kill, I'll head back into town. What did we get? Butcher. Nothing. Nothing of interest. Gloves, two-handed. A little run around. Get my wolves summoned. Boom, boom, boom. They deal with them quite nicely. See, the build that I'm running right now is just running on the passive auras. I don't activate them because I don't press them. And it does all the T4 content that you could want very easily. Okay, that's that done. Alright, so the next on the list, okay, Varshan. And he's there. It looks as though that might be a whisper as well. In we go. Round and round the Varshan is gone. Yep, that was a whisper. See, Varshan actually comes in reasonably quickly, but he doesn't give as much XP as Urivar. Otherwise, Varshan would be a decent boss to run for XP. Okay, so Belial must be arriving. Okay, back to town we go. See what delights Varshan left us. No Sunday night. No. None of them. Pick up that little bunch. Summon. have a little wander. Come on. There we go. Pick up. There we go. Pick up. Summon. Oh, I should say open, summon, pick up. And by the time that you've picked everything up, you're ready to kill again. That's a sort of general idea. 2GA parts. Sort of run there, run back again. And we do this until we run out of mats. Okay, so we run out of mats. So let's head back into town, clear what we've just got. Right, what did we get? Temerity, Razor Plate, Frostburn, nah. Note. But we are getting the XP. You see, I've moved here just in this last, since I've been on, however long that is. Okay, so we got pincushions and shards and abhorrent hearts. We'll do the abhorrent heart first. Where are you? The Harbinger. Harbinger. Pardon me. Hey, Oreo. Long time no see. How are you? How you been doing? Digging yourself out from snowstorms? Right, so just wander up here. Wait until he goes back. Then come in. Yeah, you get way too much snow. He goes, blah. Then we come and take him down. We actually got some snow a week or so ago when I was in France. I think there was about 5 flakes. Not 5 feet, just 5 flakes. It's been too warm here this winter. Oh. Boom. But good to hear you're good. Open. Have you been playing recently? There we go. Belial must be arriving. Ah. Arc Raider in Pale World. Globule, no. No chance whatsoever. I've had literally hundreds of attempts and got sweet FA. But thank you for asking. And Oreo, you've been playing Arc Raiders in Pal World? I think I've heard of them, but never played. Alright, so what was that? Crown of Lucian. Now, last season that would have been quite a good... If you got that as a Chaos Armor, that would have been spot on. But this season, I ain't going to change it for the Air of Perdition. Yen... That's a good Yen's Blessing, but... Argent Veil... I've got so much junk. You think? Boots? I try a bit of everything, to be honest with you. I had a whole slate of Griswolds and got absolutely sweet FA. But see, with the boots, you have to make sure you've got enough. I ran out of Scrolls of Restoration, so I had to do some farming on scrolls. So I've got some scrolls now again. Wow, that's a tremendous amount of boots. 2,000. Eek. I burned through Scrolls of Restoration like nobody's business. That Belial must be arriving. Oh, that means the boss is coming soon. The world boss, that is. So after Belial, I'll... Wow. Still no grandfather. Friends of mine, and yours, Oreo, Gaming House 24 just the other day got a sanctification, a grandfather sanctification on the Griswolds. It took him up 2 or 3 levels in the tower. Right, so what have we got here? Look at that, not 1 GA. Alright, let's put away this. All of these I've got more than 100. Right, where is this world boss? There we are. I mean, you say, what? That's a tremendous amount of sanctifications not to get a grandfather. Did he get any of the rest of them, a Harley Quinn or a Starless Skies? You don't bother getting temper rolls or stats. You just want the grandfather. I sort of get that. But I have to admit, I do like to get it on something that I think would be beneficial for me. But I hear what you're saying, that's for sure. Right, here we are. 2 minutes, perfect. Perfect. How many have I got anyway? Yeah, so you know, a decent pair of, yeah, it's a grandfather sanctification, and that would be, thank you very much. And, you know, and this is with me not really. Ooh, I need to run some. After this, I need to run an XP well. No, I don't have enough time to run an XP well and get back again in time, I don't think. Let's go round and round. Summon the wolves. I just find it easier running back to summon the wolves. You don't get as many perhaps as some is casting a skill, but you know, I get 5 or 6 mostly, and I find that to be, for all this regular T4 content, not a problem. Pits and towers, high levels, this is not the build for it. But for just general farming, not a problem. Asthma done. Nicely. Good, good, good. Let's do a little bit of active instead of just passive. He keeps booting me away. He doesn't like me very much. Can't understand why. Yeah. Oh no, I hear you. All the top builds have got at least, I would suggest 2. Usually got a Starless Sky and a Grandfather, or the Harlequin and a Grandfather, but it's a Grandfather for sure. Gaming House and myself, we were just outside the top 100 as a pair without the Grandfather. I think we've dropped down now, but we haven't run it for a couple of days. So I have a mythic sanctification. I got one. And Dariel's Visage. I was very happy with that. Okay, so there are a ton of sigils here. These take some time to get through. Wow, that's a tremendous amount. Okay, let's head up here. Let's see what we got. Blast wave. No, I don't need any of them. Ooh, what was that? Forgotten Wisdom. I've got literally hundreds of these now. I'm thinking, do I really need to keep any more? Well, not in that bunch. Oops. Wrong one. And a ton of other stuff as well. Heavens almighty. A lot of stuff in there this time. Can't remember having as much in the chest as that before. Not that I'm complaining. Artillery forgotten. I think I might. Okay, so go back and get rid of this bunch. I think the tops I do solo is I done a 112, but I can't quite get a 113. Tacits, triple tacits. Sundered Night. Frostburn. Damage over time. Ring. Conviction. Alright, let's get into this bunch. Nope. Lethal. Last wave. Gold. Forgotten. Globals. Treasure breach. Two treasure breaches. Junk all keys. Yeah, I've got a ton of stuff to get rid of. Get rid of that, don't need them. Alright, into here, got this. Put the treasure breach and forgotten wisdom in there. Sell them. And see if they're still lying on the floor. Treasure breach obel farming, fastest way to gather boots. Okay, interesting. And there's nothing else lying on the ground. Well, at least they still lay on the ground for me. Right, in we go. Salvage keys, forgotten wisdoms. I've got enough of them. I haven't run very many escalations. I think I've run 2 this season so far. And I run it because it was a treasure breach. And then the second one I got in the escalation was another treasure breach. And the third one was a forgotten wisdom. So I was well happy. But this one, alas, no. Tribute of Radiance. I got 99. I don't need any more. Scrolls of Restoration. Oh, that's the wrong vendor. Scrolls of Restoration. The best farming is the 60s, Infernal Horde 60s. You can get up to 14. The lowest I got was 6, but the most I got was 14. Right, so that's that done now. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh, I got only a couple in the Harbinger. Let's go do them anyway. Forgotten Wisdom. Go get my Forgotten Wisdom. There. And I need to take my medicine. And what do I mean by medicine? These. Right. See where this... Oh, that was good. Right at the beginning. Nicely done. Now I can go back to the Harbinger. Good. Cliptis. Wow. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you. You're doing some damn good stuff. Really enjoy some of your content creation. It's pretty awesome. Right, so here we go in the Harbinger. We've only got a couple of runs here. So round we go, just to summon our wolves. In we go. And now down he goes. D-Rock, hi. Open. Summon. Pick up. Do a little run around. Wait until he goes blah. And take him down. As simple as that. Open. Summon. Pick up. Little bit of wandering around. Just for the wolves. Wait until he goes blah. And in we go. And down he goes. I think that I'm not sure if I can open this time, but it's okay. Yep. So it's only for the XP. We love grinding bosses for the XP. So in we go. Let's we just get rid of this rubbish. Yeah, nothing there. Right, what is next up on the list? Andariel. We love Andariel's Death Dance, don't we? We think it's fantastic. She should do more of it. What do you say? So there we go. wander in. So we're running the bosses for the XP. Pure and simple. I just wish they hadn't nerfed the pits quite so much, because I did enjoy. But here we go. Boom, boom. Open up. Come on, open. Oh, she's doing her death dance. There we go. Summon. We got some Andariel claws. Good. So we can go do Asmodon. Boom, boom. Ah! There she goes. Open. Summon. And grab the loot. Rinse and repeat. Bah! There we go. Dum dum dum. See, for XP farming, it's the bosses. It's pure and simple. It's the most efficient. Urivar, above all. But it is the most efficient. I just wish they hadn't nerfed the pits quite so much. You don't get the XP on the boss kill now. Because I really used to enjoy trying to get through the pits in 90 seconds or below in the highest pit possible. 104s and 99s is what I ran for the most part to get myself to 300. Okay, I think I need to go back, yeah. So we'll just grab up that, and before we open the box we'll head back to town. Yep, Urivar is way faster. You got Urivar mats? I wouldn't say no. I would say thank you very much, kind sir. Arcadia, Flicker Step. 3.6, no. Judgment, nah. We'll take all of them away. Uniques, I've got the Air of Perdition, and the Sanctification was a GA. The Shroud of False Death, the Sanctification is the item quality, and the Starless Skies, the Sanctification I've got in this I think is reasonable. It's crit strikes with core skills increase the attack speed by, in my case, 25%. I've never seen a 30% on it. I've had this a couple of times on different items, but this one is 30%. I have the Dawnfire because I'm running an Auradin, and it's got the chance for Holy Light, and the Sanctification was a GA. Indomitable on the pants, and the Sanctification was item quality. Wild Bolt on the boots, and the Sanctification was item quality. Griswolds, it's a reasonable Griswolds. The Sanctification was a GA. I'm running Juggernauts on the amulets, and here the Sanctification is just what it is. Crit strike gives me more movement speed that I don't need whatsoever, but the rest of the stuff is okay. And the crit strike, it gets me to almost the 100%. And I put on the Golden Hour on here, and I got a Mythic Sanctification. Yes, I know. And the Starless Skies, and as I say, it's crit strike, and the Holy Punishment on here, and the Sanctification was a GA. So yeah. So where am I now anyway? Oh, we've still got some. So that's the gear I'm running. There's no. Well, okay, there's one Mythic Sanctification, but I've never seen it working. Probably does, just don't notice it. Whoops. There we go. So Raventhor, that's what I'm using. Rinse and repeat. Bah. Boom, boom, boom. Down he goes. Now this build is not for high level pits or the tower. It can be done as a support paladin, but I'm only getting. I cleared the 112 in the tower, and roughly the same in the pit. But for regular T4 content, it's easy. There we go. Summon, rinse and repeat. Come down. Oh, I forgot to summon. Ooh. Boom. Down he goes. Come. There we go. This time, can I? Yes, I managed to summon this time. Oh, I do need to go back to town again. Boom. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Down, down, down. Come on. You can't go back to town until the box opens, until the box appears. So even if you want to go back a little earlier, have to wait until the box appears. Alright, what delights were in store for us there? Wow, not one single GA. Thank you very much, Blizzard Gods. We love you so much. And for those who are actually watching, if you see down on the left hand side, my latency is relatively high in comparison to some of the other creators. But it still does what it does relatively easily. I think that was mostly my wolves, not me. So for those of us who suffers from okay. Dun dun dun. So I got the right, so which one can I do real? And he is there. Come on. Right, a globule. Hitting a 300 already is pretty damn good. Kudos. I have been a little slower this season than I was last season. I've been travelling more. Just not long back from France. And that was okay, that was quite nice. It wasn't as cold as it was. Okay, I need to move my... Oh. Now just if you keep down here when you're fighting Duriel, see he does a little... and then he breathes, then he can come alive and you can kill him. As long as you're down here, you don't get knocked over. Open. Summon? Come on. When it doesn't summon, you know that Belial's coming. I didn't touch him. Not me, not my problem. It was my wolves that did it. 2GA helm. Okay, summon. Alright, so just wander down here for a wee bit. That's enough wolves. So you have the rocks coming down, and then he breathes, and then he becomes available to kill. I have my iPad on here just to check the feed is okay. Zanopi, welcome. Morning all. It's very early in the morning, I guess. 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK, that's 5 o'clock in the morning. Europe, 6 o'clock in the morning, roughly. But welcome. Open. We got some duriel horn. Oh, I do need to go back to town. So just wander down here. Get my wolves summoned. I got back to summon. You see the rocks, then the breath, then he comes, and down he goes. So I will... Zan, yes, you do indeed. You do indeed. I'm from the Scottish borders. And for the people who don't know, the Scottish borders is the border between Scotland and England. There is one. Right, so what do we get? Godslayer, Crown of Lucian, nah, nix, nout. Suzanne, yes, a fellow Scot. Let's open up, summon, pick up. So we got some Horn of Duriel that we can run Asmodan to get some boss mats again. So down here, just run around a wee bit, summon, then breath, then he comes, boom, down he goes. Glasgow. Wee while since I've been in Glasgow. Forever, actually. I think the last time I was in Glasgow, I saw Thin Lizzy live. That's how long ago it was. They were awesome. Boulders, breath, then he comes available and down he goes. Come on, open. There we go. And then we can invoke the ritual, go pick up. Because generally you can pick up in between the time that he actually becomes summoned. Take some time, this one. Boulders, breath, available, and down he goes. Rinse and repeat. Okay, there's a sword there. Two swords, okay, that's good. Hopefully they're both Griswolds. So I just come down here, summon the wolves, boulder, breath, and then it becomes available to kill. Nice and simple. In we go. Ah, Belial must be arriving. Oh, okay. There he comes. There we go. And that's him done. So I'll leave that little lot on the ground while I go back to town because I'm full up anyway. Oh, I'll take the husks. You might hear some noise in the background. There's a lot of not exactly road, but there are some roadworks here. But they're taking down a small hill, I mean, literally going dung 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 dung, taking the hill away. Griswold's was I'll sanctify it anyway. And there is a lot. And pick these up. Summon. Come down. Run around a little bit. I have to say that this grinding of bosses for XP is a wee bit boring. And come up and kill. Boom, boom, boom. How many have I got left? One summon left. Come on. And then into the invoke. So I'll get that extra XP, but I can't actually open. And that's okay. It's the XP I'm after. We're doing okay. And it becomes available. Boom, boom, boom. And down he goes. Come on. Yeah. So that is that little lot done. So I've got some Andariels and some Belials. Okay, so I've got some... Oh, that's... What am I doing? Get back and get rid of this little lot. I've been sanctifying it like a page full at a time, and so far been not successful. Right, so down we go, down we go. Right, so let's go get some Osmodons. And yeah, I just run there. When I'm on the mount, I tend to get stuck in places quite easily. Because of the latency, it tends to be a little iffy when you're on your mount getting stuck places. It just annoys me, so I don't. Most of the time I'm running all over the place. Right, so here we go. Now, just for pure survival, you know, there's sometimes here that my life and fortify get just a wee bit low. Never to the point of dying, but I found that if I put a Doombringer on, I kill just as easily, but the survivability is way higher, and there is just not even a hint of me dying. So sometimes I just put the Doombringer on and just sort of stay here and do my auras. But you see here how he was going down here. Now there's never really any doubt that I'll die, but if I put the Doombringer on, it doesn't even barely scratches the surface. So if you're just looking for survivability, and I still can clear everything just fine. As the Osmodon always takes quite a long time anyway. So I've got 16 runs of Osmodon to be able to get some more boss mods. And with any luck, a lot of... Am I the only one here? No, there's a few others. You know, maybe even get a mythic prankster dropping. And he's almost done. There he goes. Napoleon. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll just let me open something here and I'll see what's dropping. A request was sent. Herald of Zakarum. Retribution double, 27%. Do I really want to sanctify that though? I could try. And there was a whisper. Leg guards. Okay. Not a problem, Globule. Not a problem. Oh, what was I doing? Open. Not 1 GA or not much. If anybody wants some all of these I've got over 100. Yeah, I've got 4 purified, these purified, and you can't move them out. I have to use them. There. I just had... Thank you. I just had it on mute just for a little bit. But now it's active again. Thank you. Thank you, Napoleon. Go on. Down you go. Let me just get through this a little bit. Come on. You know you want to go down. Take a little nap. I mean, see, it gets ripped in half. See what's on here. Okay, this is gonna take a wee time to get through. Look at all of them. There was 2 pages of this stuff the other night. Why? Tributes, sigils. You know you can spend the sigil, you can sell the sigils. If you find that you've got hundreds and hundreds of them. Right. My daughter just came home. She's been at her friend's house for a few nights. Oh, wrong one. Really is so many. And yet you have to go through them all because one of them might be a mythic prankster. I think I have enough room just to take these little... Yes, finally. Equipment, hidden armory. It doesn't look as though there's any mythic prankster. Oh, there's a treasure breach there though. Keep a hold of that. And now I just... What's this say? The rest of them can just, if they're there when you get back, they're there. If they're not, they're not. Wow. Ah, yes. Can't put them away. Try that. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. That will definitely help me get to the 300. There's no doubt in this whatsoever. They're all boss mats. I really do need to clean up. And I do need to take some medicine. Then, thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And we're still here. Wow. I thought these had been well gone. Right, let's see what we got here. Artillery. Gold, gold. Nope. You know, I'm gonna take away the radiance. I have too many already. I like hate doing it, but you know, I am full. Right, so let's see. Okay, we'll do some actives. Once we've got these, then we'll do some more bosses. Thanks to Globule. The Globule returns. Thank you very much. Really, that was tremendous. This will be one of the reasons why I get to 300 so quickly. So you just run right through them. There he goes. Bye bye. Lots of more Judicator masks, which we like. Oh, I need to get rid of my obols, heavens. Shield, ring, and all the rest are obols. See, if you don't get rid of your obols, they'll just lie there and cover everything else up. So you need to go and spend them so you can pick them up. And I am spending them on swords for the most part. Herald Morningstar. Nope, I know what I'm after. Supplication is not one of them. Back into the fray. Ah, my latency has got a little better. See now, okay, see, totally missed that. Just in time for the Asmodan to come online. How many of us are here? 1, 2. I guess maybe these pair are just AFK. Maybe only 3 of us actually doing fighting. Yep, somebody died. Yeah, if you died and you're AFK, you don't get the XP. Round and round. Whoop. He keeps kicking me away. You'd think he didn't like me or something. I mean, it's resilient isn't part of it, is it really? It's like... But at least he gives some good rewards. This is the thing. I don't mind the fights, however long it takes. Now you see the poison head. Because you do get the rewards. Yeah, I think there's only maybe 3 of us fighting. It looks as though there's 3 AFKs. You have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Because even if you're AFK here, you're still going to get the XP as long as you don't die. And I know you sort of can get kicked from the server because you've been inactive for a while. But there are ways and means around that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on what you think. Come on. You know you want to go down. So we're coming up to 2/3. So the goal is today to get 1 level. And there we go. Alright, so there's the boxes, there's the box. There is a goodly amount of stuff. Most of it I don't use, but there is a lot of rewards. Around and around we go. So in my Era Perdition I've put back set. Travel 10 meters and a wolf comes up. And then I go Nagu Kax, summon. So it's a little circle. And then I spend 100 for... So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I only need to run around. And the wolf does it. And then I get the other. So this, then this, this, then this, this, then this. Now it doesn't summon 10 wolves, but I'll get 5 or 6 generally. And for this type of content, it's easy. I need to take a break in a minute or so, just after this fight. Go grab myself some honey water for my throat. Oh, was pressing number 5 and not number 4. That poison is nasty. Is staggered. But I am enjoying this season overall. The Paladin is a very overpowered class this season. And don't forget, come the expansion, there's another class coming. Many people think it's going to be the Amazon, but I'm not so sure. I'm thinking more of an occult wizard type thing, to sort of balance out the Paladin. And there he goes, that's him down. Oh, got a malignant heart up here. That's my thinking. It's going to be something to balance the... Okay, that one's done. Something to balance the Paladin. The Paladin's this holy stuff. I think there's going to be something about maybe demons. What's he doing still here? Oh, I'm all full up. What do you think? Amazon? Something else? Witch Doctor would be fun. I like the angry chicken. Right, razor blades, supplication. And bye bye. I've got 8 minutes left. That's enough time to run more, I think. Oh, I was going to take a break. I'll park myself up here while I just go and grab some honey water, so I shall return in just a tick. So back again. Just a quick break. And into the fight we go. So just some honey water. Just to help with the old throat. And here he comes. Helps if I hit the right buttons. Excuse me. There we go. I mean, he's resilient. He's not just resilient. At least there's a few more fighting this time. Come on, down we go. Latency isn't. Feels as though it's a little bit higher than it actually is reading. I think after this. Yeah, there he goes, pulled it up. Ooh. Right, how many have I got left? No Belials, I got some Duriels. Okay, so 4 runs of Duriel. And then we'll run some bosses again. Ah, we're getting there, we're 2/3 of the way. On this little bunch here, I don't really need to run active, I'll just run passive. Passive orders, that is. Somebody's running a castle. And when Asmodan comes up, I'll go passive, active. I got booted a long way. Never any real danger of dying. Just takes a long time to get him down. I suppose you could argue there's only a couple of us here. Kind of does help, and there's a lot. Come on, almost there. Yeah. Right, where's the box? There it is. I think I've got quite a lot of sigils again. So it'll take a wee bit of time to get through these again. And hopefully this time I might actually have a mythic prankster. Now that's the goal. Getting a mythic prankster. Alright, so let's see. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Control. If you hold down the control and right click, it just drops. You don't have to go like this. Treasure breach. I've got enough forgotten wisdoms, I don't need to save these. No mythic prankster, not amongst that bunch. And if you press your Alt key, it'll highlight everything that's on the floor. Just in case you forgot. Okay, so I've got some space left. I can go back to town. Now hopefully, in this bunch, there's a mythic prankster. And if there is, if anybody wants to run a mythic prankster, just drop me a line. Dawnfire. Okay, we'll take the Dawnfire. I really do need to... Right, let's see. Nope. File, channeling, oboes, sapphire, gold, oboes, heraldic, equipment, gold, ruby, blast. Nope. The answer to that question again was no. I know I'm getting rid of a tribute of radiance. I've literally got hundreds of them. What's he doing here? I might have enough time to get back into the fight again. Because I know none of these have got the mythic. Come on. Did I get enough time? Have I got enough time? No, was the answer to that question. So I think I've got 2 more opens. 3. Then I can run some boss. Maybe I'll run that treasure, the escalation treasure breach. You know, I've never heard of a treasure breach, an escalation dungeon, having a mythic prankster. I'm guessing it might be possible. I just have never heard anybody saying it. There's not many people who run the escalation dungeons this season. Because they're long, and there are a ton of ways to get the materials. He's going down quicker this time. I think there's a few more of us fighting. We're getting there. Yeah, I can't remember how many XP he gives. I think it's about 8. I'd like to guess, hazard a guess. So what am I at right now? 562. 569. So yeah. About 7. Oh, not so many this time. Lots of runes. Okay. I can stay in this fight. Round we go. So just in case anybody's actually interested. So there's only 1 point into Clash. There's nothing into the core skills. I've got maxed out on Guard, maxed out Riposte. The rest are from the Shroud. Maxed out Fanaticism into Rite of Vengeance. Defiance into Rite of Might. Holy Light into Rite of Judgment. These are all maxed, except for the Defiance. 1 into Longevity, and then max into Renewal. Shield Charge up into Relentless, because Relentless makes it a core skill. 1 into Resolute, 3 into Conviction, 3 into Courage. Maxed out Best Defense and Fortitude. 1 into Consecration up into Hallowed Ground. Sharpens Iron, maxed out Break the Line, and maxed out Heavyweight. Maxed out Mastercraft's Work, Shining Armor, and Giant Slayer. The other 2 are in the Shrouds. Then Coat of Arms. He's got a wee bit of time to go. Let's get into Azmodan. Then I'll run through the Paragon board. You know, one of my friends, Soulless, he's got 2 grandfather sanctifications. Keep telling me he's got one of mine. But he's got it in 2 different pieces of gear. So they are possible. They do drop. Okay, that's my done. Ripped in half he does. It's pretty gross if you think about it. Getting ripped in half. Looks like a lot of sigils again. So this will be the second opportunity, or maybe the third opportunity that's came my way to get a mythic prankster. Right, that's that little lot done. Right, so nope. Gold, artillery, opticite. Gold. I'll keep hold of that, I think. I've got literally hundreds of them as well. Come on, let me be lucky. Alright, so back to town we go. I'm guessing this guy here standing next to me is AFK. Dawn's 30. Hi. I agree with you. Paladin this season is way OP. Very overpowered, but fun. Very much fun to play. I'm hoping they don't nerf it too much. Remembering what happened to the Spiritborn, the second season of the Spiritborn went from yay to nay. But don't forget, there is another character coming. With the expansion. Which will be happening soon. Oops, wrong one. I'm guessing you're playing the Paladin also, Dons? Which build do you play? Oops, wrong one. Have I got one more open? Yes. I have one more open. So you see the patch notes for the PTR is out. I haven't had a major look at it, just a brief look over. Because I don't think I'm going to run the PTR this season. Because I want to make sure I actually get myself to 300. But it looks interesting. Killing monsters is fun. And you're getting rewarded for killing more in a streak. There we go, that's that one done. Right, so let's look at this final open. Not that one, this one. Do I have more? No, that's okay. Right, so back to town we go. I have a goodly number of bosses to run. Thanks to Globule. Thank you very much, kind sir. Right, so let's just finish up salvaging this so I can actually craft. How many can I craft? Almost 50. Right, so in here I will put my... Yeah, I know. Tell me. Anybody wants to run some, just let me know. That's a treasure breach. Actually, that's... Where was my other treasure breach? There. I think I might run that, actually. I have a goodly number of treasure breaches. Sell them. Don't have anything in there. Wow. I think. Therefore I am. Zir is probably... No, I don't know if anybody else has the same problem with me as me with Zir. Where the hell is he? There. I can't teleport to Zir. I have to teleport to Yelsna and run there. I can't quite get... There's occasionally... The only time that I can actually teleport to Zir is when it's... a whisper. All the other times, yeah, he doesn't like me. Or is it just me? I wouldn't be surprised if it was just me. Doesn't work for me. I'll try it. Left click, then left click again. Let me just... Okay, so everything's reset. Right, so it's here. I'm left clicking, I'm right clicking. You see, you can see where it's got the, here, this little red. I think every single one of these that's got the little red head, but you see, Seer doesn't have a red head. See? Just doesn't. Here, travel to the Malignant Burrow. Here, travel to Hangman's Hall. Travel to the Glacier, etc., etc. Nope. As I say, it just doesn't want to work for me. See, the thing is, if you have a look at all of them, all of these have the little red head. Every single one of them. Except for Seer. And for me, aha. Thank you. Got it now. Finally. I've never noticed that before. It's a bit daft the way they've done that. But okay, I've got it now. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've actually been in there before, but never noticed that on the top right-hand side. I just haven't noticed it, and I just noticed it just before. So, thank you very much. Lifesaver. I'll remember this. Ah, so many times. Thank you, team. Thank you very, very much. Oh, Belial must be arriving. You know how long I've played Diablo since the beginning, Diablo 4. And I played 3 as well, but Diablo 4. And I just couldn't figure out how to do that. Oh, I've got... I have got no space to put stuff. Okay, I'll sort of leave it on the ground and pick it up in a minute when I've got rid of some Boom. Yeah, definitely. That's a weird one. It's the only one. Belial must be arriving again. Corrupted Eye of Belial. Okay, I'm all full up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so back to town we go. Well, well, well. After all this time, so thank you. See a big smile on my face now. Oh, what am I doing here? Look at that. Temerity. I will put... I thought I... Oh. Okay. I'll put some... Where did I put all my mats? They're there. That should do nicely. Yes. It's just the time. Unbelievable. I just never seen that. But thank that's tremendous. Yeah, that does save me time. Belial's arriving again. Come around a little bit. Wait till he pops. Boom, boom, boom. And down he goes. 1.2 faster. Yes. Open. Run around, just wait until you see him coming up. Even though you see him coming up, he's not really here yet. There he goes down. See, none of these are actually active. This is all passive. Open. Down it comes. Stygian stones. Run around. There he is. Boom. There he goes. Just like that. Tommy Cooper. Old British comedian. Oh, I'm full. He used to wear a fez. A very deadpan comedian. Don's my favourite class. Obviously, my favourite class this season is the Paladin. But I've changed classes, not necessarily every season, but quite frequently. I do enjoy playing the Druid. Look at that, not one GA amongst them. I do enjoy playing the Druid. The Sorc, I was okay doing the Sorc, but my problem was with the Sorc was my latency. So I could never do the perma evade. It just was not possible for me. To get the perma evade, you needed to run a 50 milliseconds or lower or better. You could get away with sort of 75-ish to 100, but even at 100 you were pushing the perma evade, and so it really just wasn't for me. Because my latency is generally, you know, about 150. Right now it's pretty good, 128. But it goes up quite significantly. So even though I enjoyed playing Sork, and it was quite reasonable, I do prefer playing a build that isn't so much reliant on latency or latency speed to be able to do well. Now obviously still, regardless of what build you're running, latency, the quicker you are, the better you are. But if you're getting sort of 150 and below, you're doing this, and it's perfectly acceptable. I played the Necro quite a few times. Oh, here we go again. And that was fun. But I think I haven't really played the Rogue too often. I played the Barbarian quite a few times, and that was fun. The Barb is fun. But my favourite, I think, is probably still the Druid. I enjoy playing the Druid, but I'm having a blast playing the Paladin. Red Sermon, Temerity, Yen's Blessing. Can't. Okay, I'll keep a hold of that one. And the reason I like this is because there is a variety of builds that are viable. I'm hoping they don't nerf it too much coming into the next season. I know the top builds are, you know, Judgment is probably the top build, but I enjoy playing this because it gets me through everything I need to get it through, and I'm not playing the piano. And if I need that little bit extra, I can play the piano if necessary, but for the most part it's not necessary. Clearing all this T4 content, hit 100s, well I usually run 99s, not 100s, because the difference in XP between 100 and 99 is very small, but the HP is much bigger. So you can get through a 99 much quicker than you can get through a 100. And we have Belial once again. Not me, didn't touch him, that was my wolves. Yeah, that leap quick was fun. I also enjoyed the Dust Devils one. That was also fun. If you're playing the Paladin, you're gonna have a blast. What else? What have we got? Frostbomb. Shield. Open. Let's come this way. Boom. You know, there's lots of Paladin builds that can run this content every bit as easy as this. I'm running my version of an Auradin, called it the Bulldozer, because of the shield charge. I have a build up on mobilitics. Not 100% finished yet though. I've got a few builds up there. But I enjoy something that I don't have to play the piano. And the Spiritborn, when it first came out, it was very piano based. So I always look for an easy build that can clear all T4 content. Like last season, it was the Ravens build for the most part. I think I started off with a Sork, and then I changed to the Raven, and the Ravens was fun. I liked the I had the Surfer, and that was fun. Oh, I need to go back to town. Did I just summon? I just summoned. You're trying out the Blessed Hammer. It's good. It's a good build. Zeal build is good. Blessed Hammer is good. The Captain America build is good, where you throw your shield. I started off with the Blessed Hammer. I called it the Drunken Paladin, because in Scotland, when you get hammered, you're drunk. So it's the Drunken Paladin. Right, Cathedral, Razor Plate, Red Sermon. Now I'll just take them away. Into here. A little bit of this. Go pick up. Just run around a wee bit. And I like the animation in this. Boom. I think there's some of the animations on the characters are spot on. See his little shield coming out in front of him. Yep, all of these bluttered. Haven't heard bluttered for quite some time. Yep, Zan, all of the above. In the morning you go, oh. My heat. I think I need to go back to town. Yes, I do. Yeah. So that's why I called mine the Hammered, the Drunken Paladin. And it's a fun build. But then I switched to this one. Well, actually no, I didn't. Finger-free Auradin. It's just left click and that was it. And then I changed to the shield charge. So so I went through that. So on the starter board I got Sentinel, damage to close and Juggernaut damage, and 1.5 for each stack of resolve you've got, and maxed out the strength in this. Then the next one is the castle, and I put Challenger in the castle with damage to elites, and it's all about the strength. Then moving across, I've got the Relentless. There are a few people moved away from Relentless now, but for me it still works fine. Why change? And I put in Spirit. And this board has got one of the better willpowers, but none of them are perfect. None of them have got masses. Then up into the Beacon, and I've put Honed for the crit, and crit strikes give us a little bit of faith, and it's intel. I had what was it? Not Undaunted, Exploit in there before for vulnerable, but I think this works just a wee bit better. Then I got the Preacher for the attack speed, and then I put Resplendence in for the additional stuff to the magic nodes, which brings me up to a lot better attack speed. So generally my attack speed is almost 100%, and depending on which Starless Skies I put on, this gets up to 100. They're pretty much, when I actually start attacking, the attack speed, because of the Starless, because of the crit strikes with core skills, gives an extra 25%. This gets up over 100%, and the crit strike chance is 97, and that's a boss hair away. Yeah, we do. We have so many words that mean so many things. That's quite true. Quite true, Zan. Quite true. Rain is one of them. It's not just rain. There we go. So, open. Run around a wee bit. And there we go. Easy peasy. Now it's like last season when I run the Ravens build. I sort of got to a position that I could have went for the ultimate, but at the end of the day my goal is to get to 300, and I have a build that is easy to run, low maintenance. Would be nice to get a mythic sanctification that's not Andariel's, but you know, running the pit and running the tower doesn't give me as much XP per hour as running these bosses. Ooh, triple GA boots. Oh, need to go back to town. So, you know, the way I figured it is that why change? Apart from the hell of it, but then if I change, I need to do all this work, and doing all this work means I'm not running, which means I'm not gaining XP. And the name of the game here for me, until I reach 300, is XP. Then after that, maybe look at a different build, maybe a different class. Oh, I see there's a whisper. Yen's Blessing. That's a good Yen's Blessing. I'll keep a hold of them. Keep a hold of them. Where the hell am I going to put them though? That is a problem I've got. I always sort of say, maybe I'll keep these. Maybe I can do something with them. And then by the end of the season, I've done absolutely naught with them whatsoever. and because my eternal courage is pretty damn full after all these seasons. Oh, triple shield. That's 2 triples I've hit. We're getting there, almost 5-6. Woof woof. Down he goes. And this season I've got runes like coming out my ears. But yeah, I think that this season is probably one of the ones that I've had the most fun. I'll just head back to town before I pick that up. There was a period of time, about a month ago or so, that my connection wasn't particularly good. And that was a bit annoying. But that was the connection, not the game. Cathedral. Never use it. I know. I mean, come on. It's a triple GA. Does anybody want something? I think I've got a few to spare. Boom. I saved up all my sparks and had a full page of mythics. Sanctified a lot of them. Did I get anything good from them? The best one was the Starless Skies that I've got. I got a 4GA grandfather. Now I might actually do as a second character, I might actually run a barbarian because I got the 4GA. So this is me not even running shield charge. See? And it still is fine. Shield charge is just that wee bit more powerful. Oh, need to go back. Kill first. There we go. I'm tempted to run this just to break it up a wee bit. Oh, you know, I've been having so much fun I forgot to run the Forgotten Wisdom. Just see where we go. Oh, pick 'em up, just in case it's the second floor. Oh, look. We do have to check and make sure. Ah, perfect. Get rid of this little lot so it doesn't bug me. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will see 97. And as I'm running, I'll just do a 99. It's for the whisper, just to break it up a wee bit. I'll run my actives on this. Oh damn. Trying to avoid the Belial. Oh well. Just might as well take them when we're here now then. Oh, oops. Remember, okay, that's fine. So I need to get across to the other side, and of course there was no monsters in the way. No, up that way. Have to come down. Missed it. Just a little over 2 minutes, so he takes half an hour to arrive. Boom, boom, boom. Down he goes. And is there anything else I need in here? No. I'm at 100 in all the glyphs anyway, so no need for anything else. A little over 2 minutes that for a 99. Not too bad. Although last season 2 minutes for a 99, I'd have been pissed off. Oops, wrong one. Right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yay! Yay! Finally. We're getting there, almost at the 300. The 300. I wish. Almost at the next level. Come on. Down you go, little one. Then. Boom. Open. Summon. Pick up. Roundabout. Go through him. And away we go. So the wolves are getting them mostly, and I'm just coming in at the very end just to whack them over the head a wee bit. There he goes. 4 runs. Tremendous. Oh, need to go back to town. I didn't even get to him that time. There's not been any mythics dropping. Although I shouldn't complain. Good. Perfect. Oops. 4:30. I think that might be the last open. Kadum. Yeah, that was the last open. So back to town. It's always worthwhile doing that little extra one until you can't open because you get the XP. Nope. Right, let's just put these away. See, look, all of these at 100 already. And even things like back. You know, just to mix things up, I'm going to run the treasure breach escalation. Last time I did this, I had treasure breach, forgotten wisdom. I'd like, if it was treasure breach, mythic prankster. Think that's gonna happen? Oh, I know, I doubt it very much. Some Nithion's very welcome. We do have to pick them up though, don't we? I haven't looked and seen how many Obdusite I've got. I had, ooh, more Nithion, good. Two of them up there. Come back this way, get this little corner. Yeah, I thought I remembered a wee one down here. Ooh, goblins as well. Cool. Adjudicator, blood, harmonies. Don't need the harmony though. Nope. I thought I picked it up and I don't need it. But yeah, so much in the ground. Okay, that's that. On to the second floor. Where are all the goblins gone? No, I don't want to take that. Don't need to run any events. More Nithion. Thank you very much. Easy peasy. So this is why I like this build. It just hot butter through knife. Hot butter through knife. Hot knife through butter. Kaboom. Right, what have we got here? Gold reserve, file splendor. Okay, fine. Around the outside I go. fractured spirits. An infernal butcher is invading your realm. Okay, where? Was that him? Missed it. Not that I really need the gold. I was luckily doing a little bit of trading. Haven't done much trading. Just enough to make sure I never run out of gold. Okay, I've got one more to run. The door is unsealed. Let's make sure there's no... Collect from the animus. Okay, there's one. Doesn't take long to run through these. Ooh, lots and lots of gold. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Oh, pick him up. Ah, my latency is just getting up a wee bit. 260. And this is the reason I had difficulties in running the Sark. Because to run it really well, you needed to have some good latency. Oh, a rune. Down he goes. Right, what's the next one? Obgisite Reserve. Don't really need Obgisite. I far prefer the way that the devs changed the tempering and masterworking. This is way less frustrating than it's been in previous seasons. Still a little, but you know, way less frustrating. What I tend to find I run out of the tempering, it was the Scrolls of Restoration. Then they've done this event that the Hordes is a little bit better rewarded, and I'm finding that I can get, just running the six waves, it's enough to get me the Scrolls of Restoration that I need, and that's the only real reason I run any of the Hordes, is to get the Scrolls of Restoration. No need to open these chests. What was that? I thought I said a red guy. So yeah, all you need to do is run the sixes for the Scrolls of Restoration if you're having an issue with that. Oh, done. Okay, so never mind. So let's see. I'll not run the shield. Just run at him. Wait until he comes and just see what happens to Astaroth. Simple. Right, so Neath Iron is always welcome. Two-handed axe, Belial, Duriel, boots, shield. And I think I'll leave the rest on the floor. But that didn't take too long. That was just breaks it up a wee bit. Yeah, you get extra ether this with this event. And I actually got the most ether that I've ever had. I think it was in a wave 10. And it was like just a tad over 5,000. Never ever had that many before. Pardon me. Right, so I think the next I'll run is Griggs. You gave me a lot of Griggs. But he is also one of the more annoying. I always get stunned for a short period of time. Can't really seem to avoid it. He gets deaded easy enough though. We're getting there. Into here. Boom. Sheesh. He's dead and he just doesn't know it. All I'm doing is rinsing and repeating. It annoys me that I get knocked down all the time. Doesn't do me any damage, mind you. Let's just head back to town first. We could do a horde just to break things up a wee bit. Endurant faith. Let's do a few more. Then maybe do a horde. Just noticed my iPad was off. I have my iPad up here charging. I have it on Twitch just to make sure the stream is okay. I dual stream. I do this Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I didn't get knocked down there. Hip hip hooray. Oh. I would say 22 to get. Less than 10 runs. Oh, a helm. And then of course I've got Belial, which I need to go back to town before I can do anything else. Have a look and see where that helm was. Andariel. Okay, I don't think I'll keep the Andariel. Running out of space. Again. How long have we got left? 2 minutes. Maybe 3 runs? I think I can get 3 runs in 2 minutes. One more run. This next run should get me to 295. And there we go. Yeah. $2.95 it is. And back to town we go. Perfect. Perfect. Excuse me. Honey water. Anything in here? No. Right, I know what I'm putting this. Damage to crowd control and physical. So I got 2 more points to put. I'll probably choose some strength. 1, 2. I think that looks okay. I don't need movement speed. Don't really need the faith. I think strength is better than just damage. Don't need the resistances. Healing, don't really need. So there's plenty of strength nodes kicking about that I can take. Physical damage, intel, physical. I could take the intel just to boost my crit strike chance just a gnat's hair. Physical damage to crowd control, or I could take the 1 damage control. Total resist, no need. And there. Willpower, intel. I got enough choice. But cool. Done. Right, so let's just put these away. Put in here a forgotten wisdom. Just so I've got the forgotten wisdom ready. Where are they? They are in here. And usually in the hordes, even on a 6, you're getting. I've got at least 2 chaos. Right, so fiends, soul spires. Not much choice there. Fiends are fiends. Right, so just wander around. Get across. Obviously the one that we all want is the goblins. They give way, by far, the best ether. But I also like the lords. The lords give you a goodly amount. The wisps is probably the one I like the least. You can see the wild bolt actually working occasionally. Okay, so masses. I'll do the hellborn masses. Go. So the first goal is to get 666, so you can summon Bartek, because Bartek gives you scrolls of restoration. And then the next one is 1066. So you can open up the chest, which also gives you scrolls of restoration. What was that? Was that the butcher? Didn't really notice too much. Looked like the butcher. But killing Bartek itself, I'll take the devil, gives you about 60, I think. So even if you're a wee bit shy of 1066, I think as long as you get maybe within 50, you could be okay. I can't remember exactly the number. There's the butcher. Bye-bye. I think of all the runs I've done, I haven't done masses and masses, but maybe about 20 or so, I've only failed to get the Bartek in the box maybe once, maybe twice. And the most I've got Scrolls of Restoration is about 14. And the least, which was in one of the runs that I didn't manage to open the box, was 6. And that was just from killing Bartek. Okay, so we'll see which Chaos Wave it is. I'm happy they kept the Chaos Waves. Okay. Cool. We like killing goblins. You know, I'm just not sure if there's a perfect way to do this. But it's a bit of this, bit of that, and a bit of the other. But these are tremendous. I'm going clockwise, and they seem to be going with me for the most part. Then they get down to 1, then they open up again. See how they're going clockwise? I'll do an anti-clockwise. But I'm quite... there might be a technique to it, but... Oh, I got another Chaos Wave right away. But that's got to be... I got about 3,000. 3,300. Okay, let's see what this one is. Ether Lords as well. Perfect. This will give me a nice little bunch as well. I think you can safely say that I've got 1066. This is awesome. But I think after this run, this is going to be me for today. It's 5 o'clock my time. It's coming up for dinner time, so I think I'll call it a day. But this has been fun. This has been a tremendous day. I learned something new. Perfect. So I thank you. 4,400 soul spires, rain. Ah, we'll take the hellborn. We had the hellborn before. A good event. See here, I'm actually not looking at the computer screen. I'm actually looking at the mini-map. I don't know if you do the same thing, but I find myself looking at the mini-map more than I do anything else. $4,400. That's a good amount. Perfect. Right, so scrolls. I have 208. Open that and then open this. $208. That's only 6. That was pretty low. 6 more than I had before, though. Was there anything here? Shuriken. Armor and basic skills. If I was running something like advance, that would be not bad. And 2 potion capacity. Pardon me. Shield bash. I need to find some time. Right, yes, I think that's for me. That's me done for today. Thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate everything, all the comments, all the mods, everything. Thank you very much. Really appreciate this. Hope you'll join me again next time. But until then, where am I? I will end the stream, and so say thank you very much one more time, and good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Bye for now.